I think that what happens in Gareth Bale's head is definitely different to what happens in the rest of the world. If Trump was to own a Premier League club.
Oh my God. Yeah. So that and more coming up as myself and Paddy go through your Q&A as what has been a fire week for news.
Well, particularly if you're a Spurs fan.
Straight fire.
Or a Mourinho fan.
Ridiculousness.
Yeah.
Bring it on.
Let's get straight into it. It's obviously the theme of the week. Matt has enjoyed speaking about it. This one from Ari Holmes. Matt, are you doing all right, mate? I mean, it's difficult as a Tottenham fan already this season, and now sacking Pochettino must be very shocking to hear.
Yeah.
What do you think is Mourinho up to the task? First of all, are you doing all right?
I'm doing fine.
Yeah.
Someone made a comment yesterday in the Daily saying, mate, you look dead and so upset. And I was thinking, no, I don't. Quite the contrary. I believe Mourinho is up to the task.
Yeah.
It was very odd. When he's linked with your team, I'm always like, Mourinho's not better than what we've got. But then once Pochettino goes, and I actually mentioned this in the video, which you can check in the... Actually, we're going to put up here. We're going to put a little thing above your head.
Yeah.
In a specific Mourinho to Spurs video, that of all the options out there, if you were to look at all of their records and what he could bring, I couldn't think of someone better to bring in.
Fair enough.
With the experience and at the short notice.
Fair enough. I think there's just a bit of baggage there that maybe doesn't align with what Spurs is as a club.
Okay, there's a media frenzy around him for sure.
Yeah, and also, how he spends his money versus how Daniel Levy doesn't spend any sometimes.
Yeah.
You know, that's going to be a clash of some opinions and cultures, but by all reports, they seem fairly aligned. So let's see how this goes.
That's one of the main points I made, is that I don't think, even though there's news reports saying that he won't have much money to spend in January, there's no way Mourinho would have signed with, the promise of nothing.
Yeah, correct. Yeah.
Unless, he's completely changed his philosophy in the last year.
And either way, for the rest of us who aren't Spurs fans, it's going to be hella entertaining.
Exactly.
Yeah.
It'll be entertaining whether he does good or not. And I just think, as Spurs fans, you just got to kind of back him now.
Yeah.
The Pochettino did whatever under Daniel Levy and it won us nothing. So
there you go. Yep, you're up.
Maybe we can change that. Ryan Yowell next. Which Spurs players will benefit the most from Mourinho's hiring and which ones will benefit the least?
That's a great question, actually.
Yeah.
I think there's probably going to be a few at the back that we've been waiting for Spurs to step up for a while. Maybe Foyth, Sanchez, who have had some good games. To be honest, also haven't consistently, convinced. And I think, given that we know he likes to have a very tight defence, I think there's going to be a couple that he really puts his faith behind.
Yeah.
And I wonder if it's a couple of those, maybe Davies as well, who might actually become his regular, reliable guys. In terms of people that, who are probably going to lose, I would say Dele Alli might be his fall guy. First of all, Ali is really probably coming off the last 12 months, probably the worst 12 months of his career that he's had since moving to Spurs. And I'm not sure if Mourinho's fairly rigid tactical approach is going to allow someone who fades in and out of the game, honestly doesn't touch the ball much.
Yeah.
What he does, and he's in form, he obviously does a lot with it,
yeah.
But I just don't think there's room for him in Mourinho's formation.
I think he's going to add something onto everyone's game, and it's more likely that the attacking players will suffer with a more regimented system and certainly a lot of harder work. But with every player, it will definitely be sink or swim, and this is what I like about it. The ones who aren't adapting will be found out quickly, and you can get rid of them, and the ones who are will go on to the next level.
Sure.
So, I think it's...
Again, going to be fairly interesting.
Yeah. Next up, Nico Petroci has said, where do you think Poch will end up?
Yeah, good question. I mean, obviously Bayern have a position open, and I think he would be a terrific coach for Bayern. I think there's still going to be some doubts about the Real Madrid in the medium term, the Real Madrid job in the medium term, and of course a few reports this morning about linking him to Arsenal if Emery was to go.
Yeah.
I mean, listen, that would be again quite entertaining.
That would blow Mourinho to Spurs out the water.
That would be pretty cool. So I think, to be honest, probably Bayern most likely for me.
He's not going to Arsenal. I know that Martin Keown said it, but
yeah.
This is the guy that won't go to Barcelona because of Espanyol.
Yeah, correct. Yeah.
So he's definitely not swapping Arsenal for Spurs.
So to me, and let's move on from Spurs to some transfer talk from Tanmay Munyal. Rate the transfers from 0 to 5 on the basis of them happening. 0, no chance. 5, all the way. Aubameyang to Barca.
I'm actually going to give this a 3. He's stalling on a contract apparently.
Yeah.
And maybe a 3.
Always wanted to go to Real Madrid. Aubameyang, that's definitely, you know, he loves that sort of bling element that the Galacticos have versus what happens at Camp Nou. But, I mean, he's also not going to say no if either come calling. Yeah. Okay, Mbappe to Real Madrid.
Well, there's a timestamp on this one. At the moment, 2. For the future, like 4.
Yep, okay, yeah. Thomas Müller to Man United.
It's all dependent on the new manager.
It does. I mean, maybe when Kovac was still there, you could see it actually
leaving,
being
but now Flick's in charge. Maybe Poch likes him, maybe hates him if he goes. I would say 3. You have to sit in the middle of that one.
Chilwell to Chelsea.
All good potential for that one, definitely. 4.
They've got a bit of depth in their, you know, younger players at left back, though, to be said.
Yeah, but I think Chilwell's an English international.
Yeah, Reece James.
He's right back.
Right back, right. My bad.
So Emerson's okay. Marcus Alonso, patchy, takes a lot of the blame and is getting 30.
Maybe there is room for him there. Okay. And Rakitic to AC Milan.
I saw Rakitic to Juve being linked, not so much to AC. 2. Okay. Yeah, I'm not so sure. Right, next up, Bagesh Bobate has said, how is Joshua Kimmich able to play in almost all positions on the pitch? Do you think we will ever see a unique player like him again? Hashtag Paddy is back.
I am, so second part of the question, I think we will see players like Kimmich. I mean, Philipp Lahm was someone who is a very similar ilk, very tidy, great passer, can play in multiple positions or could play in multiple positions. So these players do pop up, not to the quality that both Kimmich and Lahm is, and that's the key. I think, honestly, he's just such a smart footballer, and he's also been blessed with an infinite amount of skill, but the fact that he's so smart means he can actually adapt to different situations and different positions. And we've sort of seen, even when he's been playing for Germany, at certain points he's actually a high right forward sometimes when they have the ball, or, you know, when the changeover comes. Then, of course, can go all the way back to fullback, can sit very comfortably at a number 6 or a number 8 as well. So I think most of it is his intelligence, his football intelligence. There's not too many better out there. And I think, again, like Lahm, that allows him to play in different positions in a fantastic way.
I think that's what separates him from other players, because I think ability-wise, there are loads of players who can do what he does. There are loads of players who have the same ability as Kimmich, but applying them in different situations on the pitch is what separates him.
100%.
So
Next question from Herr Voragend. Would you rather see a team from League 2 being managed by Pep, or Man City, Bayern, Barca, PSG, Juve, teams of that ilk, being managed by a Sunday League coach?
And if you're a Sunday League coach, though, and you put them out onto the field, they'd still be amazing. They're still those players.
But imagine being a fly on the wall, like going in, having just sort of, you know, managing, I don't know, Kidderminster kickers or whatever, and then all of a sudden you're going in and you've got a full dressing room.
I honestly think they just wouldn't listen and they just go out and be good footballers anyway.
Potentially, yes.
It'd be far more exciting to see like how Pep would do at a lower league team, because, you know, would these players suddenly really improve? Would Pep be able to get through to them? Has he actually got the man-managing abilities to...
Does the standard of the pitch allow him to play his game? Like all that sort of stuff.
I think that would be way more interesting.
Okay, all right.
Next up, Dylan Jones. Do you think Pep will leave at the end of the season if he finishes second and doesn't win the Champions League?
I don't know. I think Pep's future is definitely not as rock solid as it was. And I think probably within the next 3 years, he'll maybe look for a new challenge. But I don't think that no matter what happens this season, I don't think this will be his last season at City. I could be wrong, things change quickly. And Pep's certainly got his own way of looking at the future. But I think he's got a bit of a project there that will extend past this season.
See, the thing is, there's not any danger of them slipping behind.
No.
Like if they finish second, Liverpool aren't going to be so far ahead of City that the competition is gone for the next few years. But the only way he'd leave is it's in Pep's hands. There's no way he'll be fired.
I also wonder because he never really got that holy grail, the Champions League at Bayern. He never really got it. And I wonder if he would leave a second big club without having gotten that. And of course, you know, that Champions League thing, that's the thing that has eluded him since Barcelona. And I don't think he'll want to quit City without actually bringing one home.
Plus, where's he going to go that has a better chance at the Champions League?
Yeah, I mean, you can talk about PSG, you can talk about places in Italy, things like that, but I get your point.
They've got, Juve and PSG have got as good a chance, but with the funds and the resources at City, they've got the same chance.
Yeah, potentially.
chance.
So from Debazmin Duta, is Holland overrated? So at the moment they're saying 85 million for him. Is he overrated? And second part of the question, where would he end up? Is it United, Juventus, Bayern, or somewhere else? So first of all, at 85 million, is he worth the plunge?
No, I really struggle with this because I like sticking up for the smaller leagues and the smaller players, but there's no way that he can cost 85 million from the Austrian league.
Yeah, I mean,
the only reason is it's Salzburg and they don't need the money.
He's also scored goals in the Champions League as well, but I get you, he's still very early in that part of his career.
It's very early in his career, and it would just be so odd to have that amount of money going into such a low league. Yeah. And no disrespect to the Austrian league, they've got some teams, doing pretty well in the local league. But I don't think that's a reason
why it shouldn't happen. It's not
a reason why it shouldn't happen. But I saw someone compare it to João Felix, who's playing in. Portuguese league isn't as poor, but Benfica and Porto especially have Champions League pedigree.
Yeah.
They're known for producing big quality players. Having someone who's hit a purple patch in the Austrian league and in the Champions League,
there's still a bit of water to go on the beach. I mean, well then, how much would you pay for him?
30 million.
Yeah, I would say it's probably. I'd say mine's a bit more north, maybe 40, 45, but not a cent more. I think there's still too much to prove.
It does depend who's buying, of course.
Which is the next part of the question. Where would he end up? United, Juventus, Bayern, or somewhere else?
Oh my God! None of them are giving him first-team football. That's the problem. Unless he's a Lewandowski replacement in the next few years, but he shows no signs of slowing down level at the moment.
I to be honest, I tend to agree. I think when the buzz calms down, when Salzburg are out of the Champions League, when we're not seeing as much as Holland, as we see, we're probably going to see him go for 30 to 40 to a team like Dortmund or a team of
Napoli.
that sort of that give him first team football. And then we'll see what happens next.
Also, very quickly, everyone always mentions on the power rankings, Mbappe's Farmers League, Lewandowski's Farmers League.
Jesus.
So why is Haaland worth 85 million and if the Austrian league isn't a Farmers League? I'm not saying it is.
Yeah, I hate that term Farmers League anyway.
Yeah. It's way lower than Mbappe, Lewandowski in France.
These are
and
literally
Germany.
Professional sports people that would smash us all.
Yeah, absolutely.
That's not a Farmers League, Anyway,
it's disgraceful.
Your turn.
Mighty Kryptonite.
Sure.
What do you think about the repercussions? What do you think the repercussions are for Bale after his celebration since golf comes before Madrid? Do you think his handicap is any good?
Listen, it's clear that Bale really could not give two shits about Real Madrid.
It's unbelievable.
It's crazy, particularly after working his way back into the first team. The worst way, I don't know, he probably sees it, it's a bit of a laugh with the Wales lads, but honestly, it's a massive up yours to the club that pays his wages. I think it's a really poor move. It's also going to make clubs think, well, listen, what does Bale want? What does he want? And on the second part of the question, the handicap, he must be bloody good by now. He's literally got a par 3 course in his backyard there. So I'm sure he's fantastic at golf. I think he just might be. It would be if he'd be. Let me just start that again. I'm sure he would be fantastic at golf. It would be better if he was also a bit more fantastic at actually reading the room a bit more. And I think he hasn't done that with Real Madrid.
I reckon he'll be out in January.
Yeah, I mean, or either that, or is it definitely out of the squad?
No one's going to pay loads, and no one's going to pay him what he wants in wages, so he's done it to himself.
Yeah, 100%. I mean, but this is a guy who didn't know who the Prime Minister of Great Britain was.
True.
Last month. So I think that what happens in Gareth Bale's head is definitely different to what happens in the rest of the world's, or most of the world's. Okay, from B. Hay, of the players linked to Liverpool, who would be the best fit? Sander Berger, Kai Havertz, or Jadon Sancho? Sorry, I've been in Europe too long. P.S. Love all your videos. Thanks there, B. Hay.
Ooh, who would be a good fit? I can see Sancho being a brilliant fit because of the speed at which he plays and akin to the positions that Salah and Mane play for sure. Havertz will be a completely different player to anyone they've got at the moment.
Yeah, I would love Havertz. He's basically an upgrade on Henderson.
Yeah, but he's a bit more attacking than
He can do box to box though as well, like 100%.
The thing is, I just think with Havertz, I can't tell because they don't have that kind of player.
Yeah.
So you don't know if it'll fit.
Well,
Coutinho is a brilliant player, but he,
Naby Keita is also, again, probably someone who you could compare with. Again, Havertz can go forward with a lot more effect.
Yeah.
But Havertz is a box to box.
I just think Havertz would be great wherever he goes.
Yeah, also.
In terms of, Sander Berg's had a pretty good season with Club Brugge in the Champions League. Not quite sure it's at the other two level.
No,
I'm going to go with Sancho.
Cool. All right, fair enough. I would take Havertz.
Right, next up, Non-Dask, who said, name the best 3 coaches of the last decade.
Decade, okay, interesting. Pep.
Yeah.
Zidane.
Yeah.
At least based on trophies and results. And then I would probably say Ancelotti.
Not Klopp?
Klopp, not quite yet.
No?
No. I think Klopp and Mourinho would be my next 2.
Yeah, I was thinking Ancelotti as well, actually.
If you look through Carlo's record, even taking the last decade, as an isolation, because even before then he was winning stacks of trophies. But he still won a ton, like in France, in Spain, in Italy, and in obviously in England. It's incredible, And I think we overlook Carlo a little bit because he's a bit more old school. He doesn't look as,
he's not as forthcoming as personality.
Correct. I think that's probably exactly what I was trying to say. And I think Carlo's a fantastic manager.
Me too.
Yeah. Would you go? Would you change that at all?
I'd probably put Klopp in there instead of Ancelotti.
Okay. Yeah.
I think, Klopp, Guardiola, and who was the other one? Klopp, Guardiola, and we've forgotten the other person.
Zidane.
You just said it. Zidane.
Yeah.
The trophies speak for themselves.
Last question from Shilaksan Lingakuma. If Donald Trump had to buy a Premier League club, which one would he buy? By the way, great work, gents. So, if Premier League club.
Premier League club. I didn't think about it.
I think I've got mine already.
What's yours?
I would say Chelsea because he tends to like a link to Russia. So.
Okay.
Yeah.
I'd say Wolves.
Yeah.
Because of the colour orange.
Fair enough. Yeah. I could also see maybe a bit of Newcastle to him.
Really?
Yeah. Him and Ashley would probably get along great.
God. Oh my God.
Yeah.
Oh God, it'd just be so ridiculous.
That would be peak Premier League, peak politics, peak world if Trump was to own a Premier League club.
Oh my God. Yeah, no, let's not think about that. Let's end the show there.
Yeah.
Thank you as always for all of your questions on our community tab. Make sure you look out for the post on that community tab on YouTube every Wednesday night, where you can let myself and Paddy / other guests let us know your questions.
Yep.
That's all from us.
Thanks, guys.
We'll see you guys next time.
Ciao.